We're joined in the media center by #1 qualifier in Pro Stock, Chris Mcgaha, 6.507 seconds at 212.73. His first of the season, third of his career. And talk about those little points. I mean, you got to already start looking at championship, and the countdown is important. But talk about being #1 going into tomorrow first.
Yeah, #1 is good, especially because you get a bye tomorrow. That's probably the plus to the whole deal in the end. And yeah, those little points do get addicting after a while because you can make up a round here and there. Championship? No, still not in my vocabulary. Still win a race. Can't lose focus here. Got to win a race. When it's one round at a time.
For you personally, I'm sure it has to be great to get a bye run first round. But for the class overall, that isn't good for the health of the class.
No, it's not. It's not. There's a lot of talk of that on the internet. Glad you mentioned that. I see a lot of that on the internet. I see it on your website. See it on many websites. I hear a lot about it coming from the competition eliminator ranks as well, and how this class or that class is going to take and replace the class. And I don't know. I can remember about 10 years ago, Top Alcohol Funny Car got that way. And it's still here. And there's still people building alcohol funny cars and showing up. So I think eventually people will start to weigh their odds and join the pro stock ranks. I mean, to me, now is the time to do it, especially when they even the playing field out like they did with changing the tires and the fuel. I mean, to me, that wiped the slate clean for so many guys and helped people like me come back in, and now I feel like it's even again.
Now that you touched on that, don't you feel the class has kind of priced out the guys that you originally wanted to run this class?
Well, saying that too. My best example of that is in 1995, you could rent a Steve Schmidt motor for $10,000. That's what the going rate was. Gallon of gas was $1.25. Now gas was $4 a gallon. You could rent top tier stuff for $40K out there if you wanted to. To me, the ratio is still the same. I know people who in 2003 they had $1 million budget. I know you can still do it for $1 million. I know a lot of people talk about the cost out there, but I don't know. Yes, it is expensive. There is no doubt about it. It's always been expensive. I mean, my family wanted to run it in the mid-'90s, and we didn't have the money to do it, so we ran comp. It's hard to say. I guess it's an economy deal. I'm not real sure. I think the whole overall deal with drag racing is there's too many options. Too many guys have made too many, let's make a 10-5 class over here and we can race within a 150-mile radius of our house. And let's make this little series over here and let's make this little series over here, and it's hurting drag racing. It really is. And I've even told our local guys, because I'm kind of a supporter of a class we have out in West Texas called Mean Street. It's blowers, little bitty tires, and this, that, and that. But I tell them, you need to get behind the NHRA, even though you're not even associated with them. They've set the level, and for you guys to follow. I mean, it kind of ekes me that more people don't get behind it.
So pro stock is fine in your eyes?
It better be. Let's put it to you this way. I was a truck racer. I built a pro stock truck. They don't want to go there. If you was to take pro stock for me this time, it wouldn't be pretty. I would definitely. You would definitely see me make a big stink about it. I mean, I understand the car count's low. There's no doubt about it. I know there's a lot of people that have potential to come in here, and it is funding that's keeping them from coming. But I mean, I guess how many funny cars were there? There was 17 funny cars this weekend or something like that, was there? My dad says, I realize there's only 15 pro stockers, but on Sunday you only race 16 of them anyways.
I know something else.
Hey, you got me started there. I did my rant.
This is not the first time you qualified #1, but is this the first time you've really had the expectations to finish the job now that you've swept
Yeah, I mean, it's one of them deals. I mean, we really didn't expect a sweep qualifying like that. That was, I'm even going to say that was, if I wouldn't have done it, it was still pretty impressive for somebody to do that. I don't remember when somebody last did it. I'm sure it was done because there's no way I was the first guy to do it. But yeah, we didn't really expect to come here and have that much on everybody.
But does that heighten your expectations for tomorrow? Now you've got the car that should win this race.
Yes. All I got to do is keep from folding like a lawn chair. It's all left up to me.
You talked a little bit about being a comp racer in the past, and I believe, isn't your crew chief also a former comp racer?
Yes, my new crew chief that I've had since I let Yates go is Brian Lumpself. Me and him raced each other in comp, and I've told Miss Kelly before that I never cared if I ever got another number one, but today I wanted to get one just for him. He had never had one, and I wanted to do it for him, if anything.
He's been with you like a year now.
Well, he was with me on my Dodge program some too, but he had other obligations. So it's coming up on a year.
Yeah, he's not new anymore.
No, he's not new.
I'm going to stop. I'll bring out the worst.
Thank you very much.
I'm stopping right while I'm here.